At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Go right.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Rodgers going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Valdez-Scantling. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 63 yards. And the Steelers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers 7, Lions nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 24. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. That's caught. It's Samuel Porter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. This is 2nd and 8. Gone. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Go.
Off play action. Here's Goff. That's complete to Laporta. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 35 yards. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15. Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 2nd and 1 from the 2.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 2-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And in for the Steelers touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look at repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 61 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. These two teams all tied after one.
At the 26-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Over. Get 300. Get 300. Over 50.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Hey, take 26.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Rodgers. Now he's going to step up and run. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Blue 58. Right now, you got 58.
On the draw, Gainwell. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
58.
To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A handoff for Warren. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Rodgers now to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
The
final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Boswell will be kicked off for Pittsburgh.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And his throw is incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams. And that takes us from second to third down. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long. Now gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Gone. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Play action. It's gone. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Bates' kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21.
Absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you.
And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Steelers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Boswell for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
That's the score. Steelers 28, Lions 24. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Taken down at the
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 41, here's second down at 7.
319.
From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
319.
Now Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 2.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. To throw is Goff.
Throws out left, it's caught by Williams.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling.
Really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Right now, you got 58. 319. 319.
Quick throw call out wide by Valdez-Scantling. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
50. 58. 319.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
319. 319.
On the give, it's Warren. And they get to it after a gain of 6 to the 46. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
319.
Now Rodgers. He'll try and do this himself. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he is going to have...
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Coming up, 2 teams ready to square off. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Blue 58.
On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Screen 18. Screen 18.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Screen 18. Screen 18.
On 3rd down, they go with Warren. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signal, he's got enough for the 1st down.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on, the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
26. Gun.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. Still on his feet, and he will go all the way. Kenneth Gainwell, touchdown Steelers. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Chargers, nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Darius Davis to return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry here for the former Tar Heel, Omarion Hampton. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's going to get 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
To throw, it's Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Amarian Hampton was the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They do go for it. It's Herbert. He got his man. Allen with the connection. And he's going to have the Chargers 1st down. They convert in style there. Big play on 4th and long.
33 yards on the play. 1st down, Los Angeles.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 12 to go. Throwing, Herbert. That's hard. And he's in. Matt McConkey. Touchdown Chargers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. We'll start this on the ground with Warren. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 37-yard
So,
line.
from 37, here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers now. He'll air it out down the middle. That is brought in. And he will score. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allows the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The return, here comes Davis. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
And the Chargers.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On 1st down, right back. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Another run here with Hampton. He'll take this down inside the 30. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 29-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
5-9.
Give, and here comes Hampton. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
It's a gain of 8. And the Chargers, first down. First and 10, 21-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Hampton. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 18-yard line.
Second down, they need 7.
Set. 12. Set.
Run between the tackles for Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of a yard on the play.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. It is brought in the end zone. Matt McConkey. Touchdown Chargers. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have it for this guy.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here's the former Memphis Tiger, Kenneth Gainwell. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A loss of a yard. Brings up
working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll look deep, left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line.
That's good.
A big play at a critical juncture in this game. 31 yards.
58. Hey, 88.
A first down throw from Rodgers. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
This one grabbed by Austin. And he will get into the end zone. Calvin Austin. Touchdown Steelers. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Davis now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
Herbert now on first down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. He'll keep this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Davis. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Davis on the return. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On first down, Herbert. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jalen Ramsey, he is tough to throw on. There to bat that one away.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
That's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets past the 35 to about the 37.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
That one intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out into the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Second and 10. Here's Rodgers. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. And he's into the end zone. Jonnu Smith, touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved his defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Davis now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Herbert. He's got his tight end who runs a gets in the second. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Kyle Duggar there to make the play. From the gun, it's Herbert. Back one, incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. He's got it! And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one, and that will lead to a second down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. That's Brandon Echols there for the tackle.
That's a gain of 3. It's
from the gun on third down, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. McConkey in motion. Herbert gonna go on fourth down. That's hot, left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. They get 18 yards on fourth down and a fresh set of downs.
18 on the play. First down, Chargers.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10.
5-9,
Shotgun snap. We give it to Hampton. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
The 13-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Herbert to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown.
Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
His kick is good. Makes the score Steelers 28, Chargers 21.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone.
The
for a
Steelers
touchdown.
take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
300. 700. 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now a shot here, deep middle. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Gainwell. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Rodgers. On the move, past the 40. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jalen Warren, touchdown Steelers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On the return, here comes Davis. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Herbert now on 1st down. Now, a deep shot for Allen.
Well, they pretty much need a touchdown on this possession, and I think if I'm the defensive coordinator, the fine line you have to find, Mike, is I know I don't want to give up a deep shot, but I also don't want to just play prevent defense and give up too much underneath. So just continue to find that balance, make them go the long way, and just bleed this clock.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Line. Hey, ready?
Here's Hampton. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. 3rd down, they need 5.
5 yards on the play.
Now it's Herbert. Now the ball thrown deep for Johnston. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Brought down at the 18-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
319.
Play action now with Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target.
Incomplete.
And it's going to be 3rd down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball's over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. That'll be complete to Gainwell. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He's got his tight end. That's fire move. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, a fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And they'll take this down inside.
At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
They're on the 31-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, check 20, 18.
Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. Taking a shot on the first play. And he's got it. It's in close. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here comes Malik Washington. And And this drive will start inside the 25.
Washington on the return. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Ewers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And goes to the hurry up here. Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. It's a nickel look from the Steelers here on third. They'll run here following the penalty. And they're not going to get it. Stop short of the line to gain. This is going to be fourth down now. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's the snap on fourth. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. First and 10 from the 32. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
He's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
On second down, Warren. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Hey, check 26. Green 18.
Throw here, third down. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Washington now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Ewers. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
throw at this level, so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It's going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. Forced out to his right. And he's hauled down there for the sack of the final play of quarter number 1. And that is the end of our first quarter. Our score, 14-0. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. And on 4th down, they're about ready to punt. Looking to return from the 29. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to him. 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. On target to Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
Over here.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Trying an inside give to Ward. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
On 2nd down, Warren gets it again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Hey, 88, let it in.
First and 10 at the first.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Warren quick on the draw. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. Drive entire straights. It's 3rd and 9.
258. Jump out.
3rd and long for him here. Buys time, rolling right. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
A 30-yard attempt.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that will add to their score.
Well, nice for this offense to know that even when they don't find the end zone, they can still come away with some points and keep up an awfully impressive pace they've set for themselves.
Washington now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's the backup. First throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
That's caught. Devon Achane. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense in a hurry up here. To the air on 3rd and long. This finds its target. That's Hill. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Looking quickly here.
Top on three, kick.
A gain of 7.
Here's Tua again. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot. Here's Tagovailoa again. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Play action here with Rodgers. Bails out of the pocket quick. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And he's got him a nice goal to go here as he goes out at the 8-yard line.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
319.
Warren here from the gun. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Washington now to return. They'll have a long field ahead of him, partners. He's wrapped up shy of the 15.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Tua now from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Offense up to the line fast.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Downfield, this finds Waddle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's good.
first down. Finds his back, Achane. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. Kyle Duggar hauling him down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 40.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Escapes the pocket. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is a Dolphins first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins drop the lead back to 13. Sanders all set to send it away. On the return, here's Gainwell. This makes it up to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
20.
Rodgers set to pass. It's a screen play to Warren. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a 29-yard gain. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. It's caught. It's Calvin Austin. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hey, take 26.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Completed over the middle. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Steelers up a couple of scores and in control of the football. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Warren running between the tackles. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And that tackle stops him after a solid game.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers going to throw here. 3rd down. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Yeah, Liz.
Fourth down now, Rodgers. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Dante Trader with the pick. And the Dolphins have some new life in the fourth.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Tagovailoa on first down. Hits it through the middle. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. Offense to the line fast.
First down, Miami.
20, TX.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up second down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Throwing again here on second, Tagovailoa. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashed.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers have likely locked up the win right there. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Washington now to return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll start the drive with Achane. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Dolphins trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Tua setting up to throw. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. You've got to keep moving quick here.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
First down, here's Tua. Forced out to his right. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing again. Here's Tua.
lessons from the previous drive, putting them into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Rolling left, buying some time. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Buying some time left. He's going to end up out of bounds well short of that line, so defense credited with a sack. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. They're going to pass it here. Finds him over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Has some room to work. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Washington now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
44. Ready.
Tua now from the gun. Oh no, they get him yet again. They're going to be set up with 1st and goal after that INT.
Well, we're watching a defense not just generate turnovers, but
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Right now, you got it. 258.
Now it's Rodgers. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
A handoff for Warren. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
To throw is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, 32 yards.
And the Steelers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards.
Packers first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a first and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On the double.
Second and 3 from the 9.
Second and 3.
Set. Hut, hut.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from second and 2 to a tough third and 4.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Ready.
Here is third down and 4.
Needle blue. Here we go. Set.
To throw now, here's Love. Touchdown, Packers!
Romeo Doubs
From 10 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level.
On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Steelers 7. Packers 6.
Boy, they're down only one score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
319. Zip.
Rodgers now to throw.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Calvin Austin.
43 yards. Yeah.
The Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver, because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line.
On the set.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Love. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Derek Harmon collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
630. 158. Jump out.
Now Rodgers.
That's to a former Packer, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Steelers 1st down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
319. Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers to throw once more. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
2nd down and 6 now.
319.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Rodgers
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a first and goal.
Rodgers going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
18. Boxing. Jim. Hey, take 26.
Here's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Go to 50. Hey, 3-18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14.
Packers 6. Chris Boswell to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Final play of the half. Love. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit. At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Love from the gun on third down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for the Packers. First down.
Going back to Love. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
That's taken in by Golden. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Love looking to throw it. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 38.
Here's Love. Completes it again to Dobbs. And they move this all the way down to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First down.
Love now. A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
At the 8-yard line.
Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough.
The pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
On the draw, Gainwell. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Well, he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. That's caught right side. It's Warren. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And behind the chain, 2nd and 13. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Rodgers wants to change the look.
They'll look to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now Love.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
First and 10.
To throw now. Here's Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10.
29-yard line.
Red, yellow. Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
It's a loss of 8.
T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
37-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here comes second down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
Catch made by Watson on the out route. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7.
11 yards on the play.
Love looking to throw it. Pass caught. That's Golden.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And it's incomplete.